time to start cleaning this garden up and getting it ready for fall. Because it's pretty much ready. I've been having an armadillo problem in my garden, y'all. See this? Been digging in here, going through and messing up my mounds. So I'm gonna have to come through here with a shovel and kind of fix a lot of these. The girls saw the armadillo. They said it's quite large. Mara went chasing after it and chased it under the porch. We're gonna have to, I don't know how to catch an armadillo. I'd prefer to catch it and relocate it, but we'll see what we can do because I really cannot have an armadillo digging through my garden. I'm gonna be putting my fall seeds out. There are some seeds I'll be putting out directly into the soil, like my carrots. Other things I've already started. Lily has been so helpful. She has helped me plant my seeds, which has been fabulous because it can be quite the tedious process. See, we got things going in here. We just started them, so. And I've got to start more. I also need to come in here and clean up. It gets a little messy in here. All right, first I'm gonna mow this grass, and I'm gonna start weeding and cleaning things. The chickens just got to a frog. That is just disturbing to me. I don't like that, but nothing I can do about it right now. I'm gonna be bagging all of my grass clippings until the grass starts dying back and I don't have to mow anymore, and putting them in the greenhouse. I'm curious to see if it will warm up the greenhouse at all this year. It's worth a try. Anyway, I won't show you that. I'm gonna go ahead and bag this thing and finish this job up. Once I'm done with the mowing, I'll go through and I'll weed things and fix my mounds. And we'll get this cleaned up and looking pretty again. Well, maybe not pretty, but clean. Ready for fall. We're all finished for right now. We still have some things we need to finish up. We like this bean tower. We're gonna need a freaking huge ladder to get up there, which we don't have.
I've got some at work. It doesn't look so tall, but when you're looking down from that tall, unless
I start to panic. I definitely have a little bit of vertigo. I'm telling you that right now. I'll let you do that. But everything looks so much better. The only thing we left is the stuff that's still producing. Peppers.
Look at this pile of vegetation.
Oh yeah, check out the piles we got. This is just one of them. Just one. We're gonna let the chickens work on them.
You know, it's really rewarding to watch the chickens dig out all of the beetles and bugs that have been pestering our garden.
Ugh, so many bugs too. I was surprised. There's been a huge surge of the squash beetles. I'm gonna get in this shade here. I've had enough sun today. But you know, I'm so glad it's finished. This is something I've been procrastinating in fact, so much so that I didn't even want to come out to the garden because it felt overwhelming to look at everything.
Which is why the squash beetles got out of control.
Yeah, that's true. I dug some peanuts up out of curiosity to see where they're at this point.
These are huge.
They're big, huh? They're not ready yet. I need to wait until the leaves start to yellow. And when I open it up, it needs to be dry in here. It's still kind of moist. And the peanuts are also, you can feel it. They have a moistness to them. So they are definitely not ready yet. But it's cool to see how large they are. That's amazing. If you want to replant these, you want to let them dry out, and then you can replant this piece right here. Got some latecomers here. They're cute, tiny. I've been taking them because we've been having some issues with some sort of bug that I can't identify yet. I haven't been able to find out what it is. Well, it eats the squash from the inside out, and it starts coming out in these little holes, and it pushes out chunks of the squash, and eventually it eats the squash from the inside out. And if you open your squash up, it's just this watery goo. It's very unpleasant.
That happened to some of our pumpkins last year.
Did it?
Yeah, we had a pretty good crop of jack-o'-lantern
I
pumpkins.
thought this was our first year of dealing with that, but maybe not.
I just remember something got in through the vine into the...
It starts out in the vine, and I thought that it would be a... What do you call those? The boring? The ones that
the vine borer.
The vine borer. But the vine borer starts at the base of the vine. The fact that it's already like going to the very, very edge and in... That scared me. I heard the hose
I don't
come
know.
on.
They go through the vine to get into the fruit, and they rot the fruit from the inside out.
Yeah, it's
and
pretty
you
nasty.
open them, and it's just this
full of
fermented
worms.
sludge.
It's full of nasty. It's just very disgusting. I don't know what it is. See how there's a little bit of a hole right here? So I'm worried, but we'll see. I'm gonna just start eating these ones, opening them up and roasting them, and we'll eat them for dinner. We'll see how that goes.
If they're not full of worms.
Yeah, we're not gonna eat worms. I'm not into that.
Some people are lately.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Crickets.
Not really into eating bugs, but to each their own. There are still beans at the very, very top. I don't think we'll get those.
We have a short ladder, and I can get quite a bit of that.
I'm going to be filling this area up with some violas. I've planted about 300 viola seeds, which are perennials. So they will come back every fall.
What is... You didn't do that.
I did that. I clipped
Oh,
that
you
today.
did?
I ended up leaving it because this...
It was like
some of the beans were still going, and if I clip...
I thought it was like a cutworm.
No, it was me. I cut it.
The Tabascos are coming in good.
I love peppers because they're the later crop for us out here in Georgia, but they will just start coming in, and we're going to make some fermented Tabasco sauce with these. I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah, they're doing great. In fact, some of the peppers that I thought were Carolina Reapers are coming in Tabasco peppers.
Oh, weird.
I'm like, where did my Carolina... This is not the first time that I've done this to myself. Planted peppers and then they come out as something else. I need to be better at marking things. I'm not really good at that yet.
You're like, oh, I'll remember.
I always think,
I'll be able to
remember.
see a difference.
No, I don't. I don't remember. When I was mowing today, I saw a ton of grasshoppers. It was crazy. I showed y'all earlier today of this banana spider. He caught one, and the chickens were going crazy today. Sadly, some frogs did end up jumping in the direction of the chickens, and I was too late for me to save them. I hate that. But the grasshoppers were going crazy, and I'm telling you, having a chicken run, having chickens around your garden is amazing, because not only do they take care of a lot of the pests, when I have rotten fruit, or like today when we had all this garden stuff, it's so easy to just take it all, throw it out there, and we have massive mounds now that they can eat off of for the week. It's kind of incredible. And I know a lot of people have been having issues with grasshoppers. I've definitely seen a huge surge. I haven't seen any damage yet. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully my chickens can kind of help me out to regulate. We'll see.
They've been helping.
They have been helping a huge
Other people
amount.
are getting overrun. They're calling it like biblical locusts.
Yeah, biblical locusts. And I've definitely seen a huge surge. All of the other gardeners around here, their gardens got massacred by Daisy. They didn't get any harvests at all.
Daisy is the local deer that was raised by a neighbor. She's got no fear of dogs, very little fear of humans, and she's got a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
She has tasted.
She did take out our strawberries, She took out her She did take out our strawberries, our blackberries, and our blueberries this year because they are on the outside of this chicken run double fenced garden.
She has not gotten in the garden.
Nope.
Same thing with rabbits. They can be a big problem out here, but they don't come through this double fence. They might dig under one and they come into this barren corridor where it feels very vulnerable, and they're more likely to go back out. We haven't had any rodent issues here.
Well, I was talking about the armadillo today.
Okay.
We're having issues with the armadillo.
That's not a rodent.
What is that?
Creepy?
No, an armadillo is a rodent. I don't know. I'll have to look that up.
No.
What is an armadillo?
I don't know.
What's it classified as?
Is it a marsupial?
No.
No, that's...
Because it doesn't, it's not a possum. It doesn't...
Possums are marsupials.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look into that more.
But anyway, I was kind of not sure if I did the right choice going with the full chicken moat. Don't ever go full chicken moat. But seeing how things have gone this fall, particularly, I'm very glad that we did. It's kept the deer out. Everyone's had a deer problem. I've seen a lot of deer this year, not just Daisy.
Oh, goodness, tons.
A lot of deer.
I've seen a buck over here. I'm going to say, because I'm southern folk here, that it was a 6-pointer, but
it's
I know...
It's a 3-pointer.
He's going to say 3-pointer. I'm going to say 6.
You count one side, and that tells you, you can extrapolate.
You count the points that they have on their head.
You count the points on one side, and usually it's the lower side unless you're trying to brag.
This is not going anywhere.
It tells you how old they are. It's a 3-point is 3 years old. No, that's a 6-point. Well, what if it's a 7-point? It's probably still 3 years old.
It still has 6 points.
I don't know. On my side of the Rockies, where I came from, you count one side, doesn't matter.
Let's talk about something else. I don't like this conversation. Anyway, chicken moats.
Chicken moats. We're glad we did it.
Yeah,
and
worked out good.
You know, once we get the turkey moat going, this will be entirely enclosed, and we'll have to do some more videos about that. Thank you, mosquito.
They're out, man. They are out tonight.
There's a lot to do with the chicken moat as an overall system for the garden. It's a quick place to throw all of our extra vegetation and rotten fruits.
Yep.
It's a quick place to get fertilizer from and bring it into the garden. It's just, the two really complement each other very well, and you have this added boundary of protection where the little critters can't get across this chicken patrol, and the bigger animals don't want to mess with that amount of fencing.
I love it. I think it's great. It's nice. It's also a great way where we live in the woods where there's tons of predators to be able to keep an eye on your chickens.
But when a tree falls across it,
oh, that's pretty terrifying.
It's twice as much work to fix it.
Terrifying. We have a lot of work to do.
We got a lot of trees to drop.
Oh, I'm getting eaten alive.
That's okay.
I'm ready to go in. We're going to go in and have a little bit of horse therapy, maybe some wine, and relax because I'm worn out.
And we'll continue.
I'm tuckered, baby. We'll see you all next time.